Hey, Doddery, how you doing tonight, buddy?
I'm great, man. I'm great.
Hey, friends, for all the viewers out there, Doddery is down in Georgia, here in the United States. And Doddery, tell us a little bit about where you came from here, you know, what you did out in the brick and mortar world or what you've done in the past here before coming online with the Social Pro Revolution.
I have a cleaning company, and it wasn't doing well. And then I decided that I needed to do something else to complement it. And I actually heard of Social Pro by a friend of mine, and I decided to join. And
so out in the real world, that you know, a lot of brick and mortar businesses are really taking a whipping right now with economy, and we're in the third stage hyperinflation, or hyperinflation coming, and the third stage of inflation. So your business was one of the millions that are actually really struggling. So you knew you had to come online and start networking by numbers and building your own security for your future. Is that correct?
Definitely.
Okay. So how did you run across Social Pro Revolution?
Well, it was word of mouth. I heard
oh, wow. Yeah, that's great, because that's what we're good at doing. We offer a true blue system, free coaching, free personal coaching, over $400 in training, and here's the answer: there's no catches. I know what you people are thinking. Oh, there's got to be a catch. There is no catch. We're about as social as you're going to get on the internet. You know, we give you all the tools. You can see it through pure transparency that we want you to succeed. By the way we act, by the way we coach, every action we take shows you that we're really serious. So you heard about this Social Pro Revolution movement. You came and joined our Facebook group, Social Pro Revolution Facebook group, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay, and then how long was it before a coach got a hold of you and offered to help you?
Wow, almost immediately. I'd say the same day.
You arranged your qualification call on Skype. We even gave you a video on understanding Skype, so you had no problem step-by-step doing it, and you could get a hold of your coach again in the group if you had problems at that point too, right?
Definitely.
Okay, so you started your Jumpstart training, and how long did it take you to get results? Was it within the first week, the first 2 weeks, or?
I would say in the very first week I started to see results.
And what kind of results have you gotten? Now, this is free training, friends.
Oh, yes, because actually I was taught how to do a Facebook page, which I've never done before. And I decided that I would not include none of my previous friends because I wanted to see how the system works.
Right.
And then I was amazed because actually I didn't believe that the system would work, really. And in about 2 weeks, I started to see that I was getting more comments, more page likes, and more people wanted to join me.
So actually, you were being noticed for once in social media, right? In your branding. You weren't that deep into branding, but you were getting noticed enough to know that it works, right?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay, and then you went ahead, got results. Your coach went over your results with you live on Skype. And at that point, you got to know us, like us, trust us, try us. You got results. And you went ahead and said, well, I'd be a fool not to take this to the next level. And you bought our primary course, which is the Social Media Launch Formula 3.0. And you took your business to the next level. Now, what have your experiences and results been since you've been in the primary course?
Well, fantastic. You know, I was so obsessed with the course before I even bought it because the result that I saw was so impressive, you know. And so I had sleepless nights because I needed to really invest in myself, right? And it has been fantastic since. You know, I've learned so much from Social Pro Revolution that I've never known in the past.
And so even if you didn't buy our course and you walked away and you did nothing else with your newfound wealth, okay, you took the Jumpstart training, you got results, and you walked away, okay, and you jumped off like so many other people do on something else, and looking for that magic financial fix, okay? Even if you ran off, you would at least walk away, never getting taken again by some faulty upline or some coach that says they're going to coach you and get their money and leave you hanging to dry, right?
Definitely. No one could actually get me doing that.
That's right. Now, you went through the course. You were very inundated with the course. You're very serious. I know for a fact because I taught you a lot of things myself. I did a lot of coaching. Me and your coach helped you, but I took you personally and worked with you also. And we had a lot of highs and lows, you know, in our training, but we got through it. And now Dadare is a certified coach for the Social Pro Revolution. He knows how to do his own pictures without copywriting infringements. He brings people into the group by offering value. Are your prospects coming to you now, Dadare, or are you chasing them down?
No, definitely not. They find me. They actually search me out to get me.
Yeah, so it's a wonderful feeling, ain't it?
It is a great feeling.
Do you have to do any cold calling with our system?
Oh, definitely not. The system really works, you know. And
yeah.
It's a proven system.
So what kind of words of wisdom do you have for people that have just completed their Jumpstart training for, they're making a decision on their own whether they're going to take this to the next level, which is advanced branding or creating income by purchasing our primary course? What would you tell them?
I would definitely recommend that they purchase the primary course, right? Because it does work, and they definitely want to invest in themselves. I am living proof of that.
Let's move on to Mr. Earl. Earl is very unique now. He come through our system super fast. Earl is in Maryland, right, Earl?
Yes, Maryland, Dave.
Okay, and how do you run across Social Pro Movement?
Well, actually, I came across a post, Dave. I think that you actually made a post, and I came across the post, and it pretty much drew my attention.
Was that in Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or where?
Oh, actually, it was in Facebook, a Facebook post on the wall.
Okay. The reason I say that is for the viewers out there is that we don't teach the social media and Facebook like most systems. We teach you social media and LinkedIn, YouTube, Google Plus, Bebo, Redgate. I mean, there's 15 different networks. We teach you the real way to use social media to have your prospects come to you so you can create more leads, sign up sales with us and with your primary business in the future, okay? So you ran across us. You joined our group as a result of a valuable post, which we teach you how to do. And how quick did you get a coach? When you got in the group, how quick did somebody jump on you and help you?
Oh, right away. Let me see. I think I posted and I said I needed a coach, and within like two minutes, I had a coach contact me, and get me started.
You watched the Skype video and got on the Skype, got qualified, and got started on the Jumpstart training, right?
That's right.
Okay. And so with the Jumpstart training, how quick were you able to get results?
Well, it was amazing because say within my first 5-6 days, I was actually receiving more friend requests. I noticed I had more friend requests coming on. I got a lot of people actually contacting me trying to be my friend, So back then I was actually struggling a little to have just have people contact me. I was pretty much reaching out to people, trying to make friends with me instead of them reaching out to me. And pretty much the jump trap training showed me the way of actually trying to brand myself, to bring my clients to me.
And with them coming to you, now it freed up all this time, which is actually equates to wealth, because now you wasn't spending all this time trying to figure out ways to chase your prospects down, which was creating information overload. Now you had them coming to you, so that freed all your time up to learn, didn't it?
Yes, it did. More time for myself.
And that's the name of the game, because information overload is the #1 cause of failure on the internet. Whether it's getting caught up in emails or just junk that people are sending you, just unnecessary things that you really don't need to be spending your time on. We only get one life, one chance. We want to make it work. We want to get wealthy, but we also want to be able to sleep at night. So, we got to create wealth as a result of helping others. And what goes around comes around. So you went ahead and got the course. And then now, what's your experience has been with the course? What do you like? What sections did you like about the course? Or any special things you liked about within it?
Yes, most definitely. Pretty much in Social Formula 3.0, I pretty much learned how to actually do my own images without fingering the copyrighting rights of other people's photo. And that's pretty much that's a big thing for me, because it was hard for me to actually create my own pictures without actually using someone else's images.
Yeah, can you imagine all the people out there now that have all these pictures? They've made all this money. They have all these pictures all over that, or you can't get rid of on the internet, okay? And then now you got these big companies coming in. Oh, you use my photo, I'm going to take all your money. I'm taking you to court. Well, they get a letter from a lawyer,
Yeah.
So yeah, and we are living in a photo world. So you go into Facebook, you got to use photos, and you really want to brand yourself with your own unique photos without being subject to any of them legal responsibilities, from seeing somebody else's photos. Yeah. But not only that, people remember you to your own photos. They start seeing your photos and, oh, that's got to be Earl. He's got something good every time, man. This has got to be Earl's photo. And they click on and look at it, So, yeah, that's a good thing. So now you're a certified full-time coach, Earl, and you've already got a couple people to jumpstart. You're getting ready to make a sale, aren't you?
Oh yes, I got 4 guys in the jumpstart. I'm ready to get, probably in the next week or so, I should have my first sale coming on.
Yeah, and Earl hasn't been a coach that long, incidentally, friends. Maybe a couple weeks?
Yeah, about a couple of weeks.
Yeah, so it takes a little time to get through your primary course. And then also, I didn't mention for everybody viewing this Hangout that along with our $3,500 in value in our primary course, we also give you an additional $400 to $500 in value in leadership training. You see, we don't believe in just giving you education and you paying for it, and it ended up being on the shelf like a dusty coat rack, okay? We want you to show you how to use that training, how to create income. If we're going to help people, we're going to do it right. We're not going to leave them hanging nowhere in the system, okay? And let me ask you something, Earl. Did you still get free one-on-one coaching? Did it continue after you spent money, or did we leave you hanging?
Oh no, pretty much the training, the coaching haven't stopped. If you have any questions, I pretty much can reach out to my coach and pretty much get any questions that I have answered. So the coaches are pretty accessible.
Another thing I want to ask you. When you got done with the course and you started on your coaching training, I remember you telling me, Dave, I want to be a coach. I said, okay, review that coaching training 2-3 times. Okay? Did your one-on-one coaching kick in at any more of an intense effect? In other words, did your coach grab you by the hand and take you live on site and start teaching you how to work as a coach?
Oh yeah, yes, pretty much yes, most definitely.
Yeah.
Pretty much, show me the ropes on what I need to know as a coach. Just walk me through step by step and let me know what I expected of me being a coach. Trying to get some others into the training. Right.
So my point here is you get one-on-one free coaching with us, my friends, and that's without the $500, $400 worth of training, okay? You're probably going to end up with $500, $600 in free coaching, because we all know if you Google coaching on the internet, and you can go do it right now. I don't care when you do it, but the proof's in the pudding. You go Google coaching, you're going to find out that number one, they either charge in 40-minute sessions or 50-minute sessions. And the most minimum I've ever seen from a good coach is $150 an hour. It goes all the way up to $400, and you got to pay some website for coaching. You don't know who your coach is. You don't know if they're experienced or not. Here we are giving over $1,200 worth of training, coaching, and everything for free with no catches. Now, no catches. To make sure you know this works and you got a family. You people out there have been yelling and complaining because all these biz ops leave you hanging. The upline had a list. You didn't have a list. Whatever the reason is. You didn't have no coaching. You found out you owed more money after you got involved in the program. Whatever. Okay? This is the system you've been waiting for. I know, because I've been in social media for 7 years, and I've heard about every story of what happened to biz oppers. In other words, people that are in biz ops, I've heard every excuse of why they failed. Okay? This is absolutely what you've been waiting for. Let's move on. Mute out there, Earl.
All right.
And let's go to my favorite girl, Enid. Enid Gauntlet. Now, everybody, Enid is in New York. Okay? Now,
Yeah.
we have people from all walks of life, and we're not talking about just United States. We actually have a coach here that is in Australia, so we are global. So how did you run across Social Pro, Enid?
First, Susan Ines was working with you guys. And
Okay.
then she introduces me to the course, but I didn't believe her.
Oh, yeah, skeptical.
And I bumped into Rich, and he sent me to go and start the jump start. So I was like, okay. But I still didn't go. Then you sent me an invitation, and then Rich sent me another invitation. And then I said, okay, let me go look. So I went in and I started, and I'm like, oh, within 1 week, I started having all of these people coming to me, and my friends list jumped. Because I had maybe about 60 people. I'm up to 100 or something. I'm like, wow, something is going on here.
And you never, and at this point, you never spent one freaking dime of your hard-earned money, did you?
No, I never.
Okay. And so you was getting results. You went ahead and got the course. You took your business to the next level. Now, what are some of the features in the course, whether it be iframe tabs or the photos or the business page, setting up your business page, your personal page, LinkedIn, whatever. What did you like the most about the course?
Oh, I like the images. Oh,
The photo program, huh?
I love the images. Plus, and I like that thing where you make your own stuff.
Did it cost you any money? Did you have to buy any back-end products on top of what we told you?
No,
It was all free, wasn't it?
everything's free.
That's a wonderful thing. Free is always a good word, isn't it?
I know. They always say that you get nothing for free, but hey, this is proof right here.
Yeah, we do it, buddy. We don't play games. What we tell you, we mean. We don't hide behind money claims. We'll get right up in your face, and if you tell us it don't work, we'll get right up in your face in Skype, and we'll prove it. We'll use live screen share. We will show you it works. So, proof's in the pudding. Okay, and then mute out. Let's talk to James Provost, my old buddy in Massachusetts. How you doing, James?
I'm good, buddy.
Hey, man, how'd you run across Social Pro, buddy?
I found the ad on my uplines page from Shelley.
On your, oh, wow, on your business opportunity uplines page? That's good. I like that. That's unusual. Okay. So you came over, joined a group, right? I guess there was a link on the page?
Yeah,
Okay. And then how long was it before a coach got a hold of you?
almost immediately.
Oh, okay. And then you scheduled your training or your qualification call on Skype. You watched the Skype video. Oh, and incidentally, for all of you that are viewing this Hangout, we do make sure we actually make it mandatory that you watch the Skype video. And we know a lot of you know how to use Skype, but there are some security things that I cover in Skype that you'll really thank me for finding out about. Never hurts to view a video a couple of times. So all of our coaches are going to tell you they did watch the Skype video. Okay, so what kind of results and what did you think about the Jumpstart training?
I had a lot of time on the internet, so it didn't take me long. Only 2 days. I was already getting results.
What kind of results?
Just more likes, more people friending me, people commenting on my posts.
Oh, okay, so just more activity to show your branding was working. And what were the features that you really enjoyed the most? Besides the photo program, what did you really enjoy about the course or the free leadership training that comes with a course? Maybe you like the leadership training the most. I don't know. But what did you enjoy the most out of all that?
I did like the leadership training.
And then you took the coaching training, and I'm sure you reviewed it 2-3 times, knowing you. I know I tell all my students to do that. Then we taught you how to work the system to make income. And how many people are you having to Jumpstart training now?
Wow, 50?
Oh, wow. Okay, and you got what, 5, 6, 7 sales coming up the next week or two?
Yeah, at least 5.
Yeah, wow. Okay, very, very good. How's it feel to really actually find something that was free with no catches? You got results, You spent your money on something that was worth it. You educated yourself, and now you're getting ready to create income. How's it feel?
Great.
Don't it? It's a relief, isn't it?
Cost me money for over 3 years, and then within a few months, I'm starting to make money.
Yeah, and all our coaches have spent a lot of money on biz ops. You know, friends, there's nothing wrong with biz ops, okay? And biz ops, I say biz ops, that's business opportunities, you know. MLM or direct sales companies. There's nothing wrong with them. They're a great source of income. But you have to stop and brand yourself first. People don't join, you know, people they don't know. They don't join your business. They join you. That's really in a nutshell what it's all about. It does. Every leader or company since the beginning of Marketing Sans time, to be successful, they have had to brand their name or their self for quite a few years to get successful. Because if you're not branded and your people do not know you from building a relationship, how responsible or how responsive is your email list going to be when you send an email out with a sales offer? How responsive are they going to be in Facebook or Vivo or RedGage or LinkedIn or YouTube, wherever? They're not going to be responsive. So you have to have a free value front-end system, and you have to build a relationship. So, okay, let's move on. Mute yourself out there, James, and let's move on to Mr. John Wass. And remember, friends, waiting for his screen to come up. But while we're waiting, I'm going to tell you right now, we are global, and we are going to be 150% global within a year. We're going to be huge. Right now, we are about 7 months old, and now's the time to get aboard with this system because we are going to be huge, number one. We're looking at live events. We're looking at our own iframe tab package. We're looking at our own toolbar, adware free. You know, we're not going to pull all this adware crap on your computer. We're looking at our own posting program. You can post pictures, unlimited amount of groups. We're going to give you post copywritten text. We have a lot of good things coming. And here's John Wass. His screen is up. And John, how you doing, buddy?
Hello, Dave. Good to talk to you.
John's over in Australia, and this is the global end of Social Pro. And so, John, tell everybody how you ran across Social Pro Revolution.
I was in a Facebook site for a home business group, and I saw a post in it. So I was very skeptical, had tried a lot of programs and paid money without any results over the last 2 or 3 years. Responded to this post and went to in the group, and within about 20 seconds I got a message from Rich, who was a coach and is now my coach, and took it from there and became very excited almost straight away.
For everybody that couldn't understand that in this hangout, John is in Australia. He ran across our one of our valuable posts, okay? He came into the group and got his coaching, and I believe Rich Crum is your coach?
That's correct. Yeah, Rich Crum has been coaching.
And we're going to introduce you to Rich here in a minute. He's the grand finale here, interview, because he's been with me just about the longest. But, okay, John, so what did you like best between the primary social media launch formula 3.0 course that you bought and the leadership training that comes with it for free?
I thought it was excellent because it enabled me to learn about going into all sorts of different social media sites, how to set up myself properly with branding in my Facebook page and also my fan page. The education in it is absolutely tremendous and priceless. And the coaching and the training that you have in the videos, Dave, is just excellent.
When we told you we was going to give you $400 in free training and free coaching, I know you thought you were skeptical about it. Anybody would be, the way the internet is, the way the trust factor is on the internet. Everybody's been burnt so many times. But were there any catches, John?
No. It was everything that me plus a lot more. I was very, very impressed and have loved being in it ever since.
Okay, all right. And John is one of our new coaches, but nevertheless, I wanted you to hear from an array of different people, people that are just fresh coaches versus the top lead coach. Okay, so I wanted to share John's story. You are now a coach, but for a very short time. So you're not really into the making sales yet, but you're right around the corner. I don't know. Do you have anybody in the Jumpstart training, John?
Yes, I've got a couple of people in the Jumpstart training, and I've got 2 or 3 others that are likely to come on board, I would say, next week. I'm getting a lot more friend likes now.
Great. Okay, mute yourself out there, John, and let me move on. I see Helmick joined the call. I'm going to interview Helmick here. Where are you located at, Helmick?
I'm in Ontario, Canada.
And Canada. Here we go. Here's another part of our globe. Okay, Mr. Helmick Weiss, very sharp man. Another sharp man that was serious and didn't give up. He got burnt millions of times on the internet, lost money, was chasing prospects, I would presume, and had all the problems that a lot of people had. So how'd you run across Social Pro?
Pretty much the same way. I was looking for a change, something that would make a difference in my marketing, and I happened to be in Facebook. I didn't really ever use Facebook a lot, but I thought for one day I'd go in there, and all of a sudden to the side I saw this little tag said join this group, Social Pro Revolution. So I investigated it a little bit more, and it said free coaching, and I thought, after all the times that I had been burned on different things, I kind of wondered, what's really the catch here? You kind of think on that. And then I read a little more about it, and I joined, and it was a very short time after I was approached, sent a link to, ask for a coach, and I followed his instructions, and here I am, and I love the program.
I haven't gone over this with the past coaches, but I'm going to ask you, I'm going to go into this too, because I'm going to cover everything for everybody in all walks of life. I don't care if you're sitting there in your pajamas, or you're sitting there dressed up, or you're out in your car watching this on iPhone, whatever. If you are the average, everyday, hardworking person, we want you, okay? If you're serious, we want you. And we're serious when we say that. The only way you can prove it to yourself is join the group. Or if you're coming off the Jumpstart training, contact your coach. Go over your results and get this puppy rolling. Because you only get one chance to build your wealth, man. You want to build it right and be done with it, okay? And you want to build it and help other people be able to sleep at night too. You don't just want a quick buck. A quick buck is, usually will get taken away from you if you didn't get it honest anyway. That's just the way the universe works. Tell us about some of your struggles before you came with Social Pro, because I haven't covered none of that, Helmick. So share that with the audience out there.
Well, I've been in quite a few different programs, and I realized one of the things that I was really lacking was knowing the knowledge of how to really attract people into my business. I did a lot of email marketing, and I had done a lot of marketing, but the same old story, it was hit and miss. I never really achieved anything of any great, what I call significant results. And when I came into Social Pro and I started in the Jumpstart training, I couldn't believe how quickly it started to work for me. I was just amazed.
So your thing was you were like 98% of other marketers. You were out there reaching the masses, but the second part of the equation was not accomplished. In other words, you have to reach the masses, but you also, more importantly, have to learn how to influence the masses. That's what the top 2% income earners know how to do. They know how to influence the masses. Yeah. Anybody can reach the masses. That's easy. That's nothing.
I can tell you for a fact that I was sending out an average of 2 million emails a day. Wow. And I thought I would get known by that way, but, I was really just fooling myself. I got signups, but they never stuck with the program because I really didn't know. If you look at the big picture, I didn't know how to duplicate.
So you didn't have that free value offering front-end system that allows your prospects to know, like, trust you, and not just get the wallet out like traditional marketing after that, but to know, like, trust you, try you, come to like you, and get results before spend their money, right?
Yeah, exactly. And it was, I was so frustrated because, in the early stages, I thought, well, it's got to be the program. It's not working. You know how that goes. And so you go, oh, no, this isn't working, so I'll go to this program. And it's, you're bouncing from one place to another all the time.
It's easier just to focus on one business, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Much easier.
Yeah. Okay, so what would you like best about between the leadership the pre-leadership training and the primary that you bought?
Well, when I started out, I liked the way it was laid out. It's very simple. The structure, you have the notes that correspond with the video, and they're very easy to follow from step by step by step. If you miss something, you can always go back. You have people that can support you. There's many different things that are there for you. People, if somebody can't answer a question, there's always Rich who's there for you, or yourself, or it's really a group of people who really care about what they're doing. That's what I found very attractive of it. The second part of the course is even more astounding. It's what I call in-depth that there's so many things I learned that, and I thought myself as a fairly good marketer because I did sponsor people. But then I got a wake-up call, but I really didn't know a lot, if that makes any sense.
Well, it does. And what he's telling you, friends out there, to our viewers, again, is that, you can reach a mass audience, but you have to influence that audience. And the only way you're going to influence that audience is through building a relationship. The only way you're going to have a responsive list, you could build an email list all your life. You could have 200,000 people. But if you're only going to reach 0.1% to 0.5, which is average, you're throwing a bunch of mud at the wall and actually hoping some sticks. Why do that? You can email an email list and get a 20% response rate. Can you imagine a 20% response rate on 200,000 people or 100,000 people? You just made a crock pot full of money. And because they know you and you've helped them. Now, what if you got thrown in the hospital? What if you have a family emergency, you had to leave for a month? You could send out a few emails and make money on demand. But without that, if you don't work at it and build that list and build that relationship using a good front-end system, you're really shooting yourself in the foot. It's been my experience for over 7 years, and that's what I found. And I've also based the Social Pro Revolution system, which I am the author, founder, and creator of. I have based that on all the thousands of stories from biz operators that I've heard. And people out there, you got to understand, I never worked business opportunities. When I came on the internet, I came from a 30-year status of being an industrial pipe fitter. I traveled throughout the United States working outdoors 6 to 12 hours a day, or 6 days a week, minimum 12 hours a day. And I'll tell you what, as soon as I came online to help people because I had plenty of money. I didn't come online like everybody else looking for that magic financial fix. So I didn't get burnt in a bunch of biz opportunities. So when I ask people from other business opportunities, what's going on with your business opportunity? Are you struggling or what? They were honest with me. They're not going to be honest with another biz operator. See, if you're in a business opportunity and you ask another business opportunist, how you doing your business? They're going to say, oh, fine, come on over, join me. How many times have you heard that? See, people didn't do that to me. They were upfront with me because I was no threat to them. I'm the social media guy. I can help you with your business. I'm not trying to push one on you, see? And that's what I teach my coaches to do, and that's what I teach you. Any of you people coming out of Jumpstart Training 4 that I look forward to coming in and buying a course and getting your coach and, continuing your coaching. That's what I look forward to teaching you. That's what we all live for. That's our mission. Our mission is to reach out, help as many little guys or average, everyday, hardworking people to realize that you have to stop. Pay the piper now. Just get it over with. Either that or go on year after year and lose money. But stop, get yourself branded the proper way right now, and then you get it out of the way. Then you can fill any business opportunity full of people you want, because then now you're branded. So that's the base of our system. So you're now a coach. And you haven't been a coach very long at all. I don't know if you have anybody in the Jumpstart training yet or not.
Yes, I do.
Oh, you do already?
Yes.
Oh, fantastic. Okay. When are you looking at your first sale?
Well, I'm the way the fella that I have is working, and he's very enthusiastic. I like him. He's not the type of person that fools around. And I believe the things that I told him, showed him my experiences. He sees exactly what I'm doing, and he sees exactly what I went through because I talked with him. And I told him that I failed for many years, and it just, you either do this or you're going to continue spinning your wheels and you're going to get nowhere. So this student, I think I have very good hopes for him. He's doing very well.
So people can really relate to you when you tell them you got to brand yourself first, don't they?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you tell them the truth and you're honest with them, they seem to realize, because they relate to what you went through, and they pick up on it and they say, well, he was no different than I am. He's a human being. He struggled, and trust me, I lost lots of money. So, he's from the same card. He realized where I was going. And he was so happy when I followed up with him every other day and said, let me see what you're doing, how you're progressing, and that's what our system teaches, and he just loves it. He's ecstatic. Matter of fact, I had another contact tonight who's going to be hopefully get into the Jumpstart.
Now, let me ask you something, Helmick. Are you chasing these people down, or are they coming to you?
Oh no, they're coming to me.
Okay, that's a good answer. That's what we want to hear. Because if we ever hear that somebody's chasing down prospects, we're going to stop them, we're going to straighten them out, and we're going to show them the right way to do it. But we don't have none of that going on right now. Fortunately, we don't have it.
No,
now look,
exactly.
and people ask me, hey Dave, do you have any training to teach me how to overcome objections? You know what I tell them? Heck no, I don't. You know why? Because I don't get objections. Why should you have to teach overcoming objections when you don't get them? When you got a good, honest system, and people can know you, like you, trust you, try and get results, where's the objections?
I always go.
That's it. And you don't need to cold call anybody because your prospect come to you. And we're positioned in social media. Did you know, for you people out there, I bet you didn't know this, okay? Now, this is astonishing. Social media produced over 100 millionaires. Let's see, what month we in? We're right now, this hangout, we're in 10/24, okay? October 24th. It's 11 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, I think it was July. It was July or August. It don't matter. It's an astonishing number. But either in July or August, I forget which month, social media for the first time in history produced 100 millionaires. Now, what does that tell you? That tells you that traditional marketing is going out, baby.
Yeah, it's dead. Yeah.
Yeah, you look at capture pages. They used to what? Go for your name, email, phone number, and all that.
Yeah.
And now that they stepped it up because it wasn't effective. So now not now, but they used to go for just the name and email. Well, now they don't even do that. They go for the email because capture pages are not that effective anymore.
No.
And email follow-ups, they're sure not that effective anymore. The email, everybody deletes half of their emails, Now, if they're spending their time in communities like LinkedIn, Facebook, Google+, YouTube, Bebo, Redgates, and I could go on and on. I'm a member of over 60 of them. My point is, these people are out there spending less time reading emails. They don't want to read emails all their life. Some of them work full-time, and the ones that do work full-time on the internet, they don't want to spend their time reading emails. So where are they at? They're in Facebook. Facebook got 2 billion users. I mean, they're in LinkedIn. They're in Twitter. So when you're out there using our system posting, it is 10 times more effective than an email follow-up. They're always seeing your post. All you got to do is learn from us how to influence and offer the right value. And that's where we're effective. We know social media. Okay, I need a couple of words of wisdom for the people out here that were in the position that you were before you came aboard. So if there's anything, the most important anything that you could share with these people, what would it be?
Well, since I came into Social Pro Revolution, my results, first of all, have been increased dramatically. I've gained more confidence. I've gained more friends, a heck of a lot more likes, people calling me, people trying to interact with me. It's kind of hard to pinpoint on one thing, but I'd say the whole package is coming together as one. I noticed even my score, I'm nameless, when I started in Social Pro, I was at abysmal 15. My rating today is influence.
Social influence score?
Yes, and my influence score went, and I've only been at this for about a month or so. It went from 15 to 77.
Wow.
Yeah, and I see an increased business. I see the whole package is just exponentially growing as I see it. Daily, I get more friend requests, more people calling me, just a whole raft of things. And I'm a heck of a lot busier too. But I love it. It's challenging.
Yeah, more importantly, you're busy on something that's working.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not wasting my time, and because I can tell you, I had a list of hundreds, and I used to send out to my list through my autoresponder, and my response rate was 0.5.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Even
yeah.
with
0.1 to 0.5 is pretty average, yeah.
But here it's actually much better than that.
Okay. All right, mute yourself out, and we got the grand finale. We're going to cut this hangout short. We are going to end this hangout with Rich Trum. Rich Trum has been with me the absolute longest. He is the most knowledgeable lead coach. I trained him before this system was even out. Rich, you met the Social Pro Revolution, Mr. Social Pro Revolution, through me, the founder, okay? We all know that because I trained you. This was before a group was, wasn't it, Rich? Or was it right at the beginning of the group?
You were breaking up a little bit. What was that question?
When you came aboard with me, did we have the group or not? I can't remember.
Actually, one of your coaches actually found me in a group and struck up a conversation with me. And
it's one of the ex-coaches. I believe I had a set of coaches, and they wandered off onto something else.
But he struck up a conversation with me, found me in a group. I was trying to find some information on creating a blog. And he said, "Hey, I'm a blogger, and I'll coach you, and it won't cost you anything." I said, well, "That's hard to beat," because I was actually looking at some other programs that weren't working out really well. And we struck up a conversation, and he helped me, and then introduced me to you in the group. And there was about 65 people in our group at that point. And that was about 6 months ago.
Okay.
Been up and running for about a month at that point.
And I remember, and you were spending a lot of time on the blogging, and I got a hold of you and told you waste your time because that's long-term branding.
That's right.
I think Rich produced results fairly quick. He's made multiple sales. As a matter of fact, he hasn't made very many lately because that's kind of my fault. But his job now, he's moved on up. He has trained all our coaches, and he trains them every day. He has a call every morning. I guess we'll back up a little bit. What'd you like the best about the training I gave you? Because I know the Jumpstart training wasn't in effect when
there was no Jumpstart training. Yeah.
How close is the Jumpstart training to what I was teaching you by hand, manually?
Well, it was more in depth. I mean, because of the fact you were doing it by hand, and we spent literally hundreds of hours on Skype together. And as a matter of fact, I actually recorded all of that. I've got, probably 100 different recordings because I didn't want to miss out on anything you were telling me. I mean, my story is I was in business for myself for 19 years before I ran across anything online. And I'll just tell you guys, the truth about it was I didn't even have a car. And so, necessity is the mother of invention. And I said, you know what? I got a computer. I got to figure out how to make some money. And so I went online at that point. I didn't have a Twitter account. I didn't know what LinkedIn was. I only had a Facebook account, and I had about 75 people, 75 friends on Facebook when I met Dave, and today it's well over 1,000 in Facebook. Dave spent a lot of time with me, teaching me to brand myself, and one of the first things that he did with me, because I didn't have really any social media presence, is he took me and said, look, you need to build each community up. So we started with Facebook and started building Facebook. Put together a fan page, started, and really the fan page wasn't a big deal in the beginning, but I started Twitter from scratch sometime, I think, in March of this year. I know that followers aren't a real big, a real important indicator of how well you're doing in Twitter, because of hashtags takes care of a lot of that, but I'm a little over 1,600 followers now in about 6 months. LinkedIn's probably pushing about 300 now, which I started from scratch back in March. And right now, every week, I do keep track of this. I'm a numbers kind of person. I'm getting anywhere from 20 to 50 new connections, friend likes, follows, what have you, from combined with all my social communities every week. And that's from me reaching out to really zero. I mean, that's people that come to me every single week, striking up conversations with me, sending me emails, phone calls. By the way, make sure you get a Google phone. Don't put your cell phone out there, because my Google phone now is every day I get calls from people that are just inquiring about what we're doing, and really the cool thing about it is that we're all over the world now. I mean, it's Nepal. I've got a student in Nepal now, Australia, Romania, Nova Scotia, Canada, the U.S. It's funny, I live here in Louisiana. I don't have any students in Louisiana yet, but that's a good thing. Really, that's a good thing, because I got creamed by a network marketing business that I was in back in 2005. I started in 2003, and Katrina, I guess y'all know about Hurricane Katrina, but when it hit, it really devastated me and my business. I was a full-time network marketer, and my business went to zero overnight. That was the first time that I really went to zero. Second time was back last year. I was in a business deal. I'm not going to go into details, but I had a pretty nice chunk of change in the bank and went to zero overnight from another business deal. So that got me involved with a network marketing company. And today that network marketing, I have a decent downline in that company, but I was looking for a way to generate leads, and I didn't have anybody to talk to. I was in the NFL club. Y'all know what that is, right? It's the no funds left and the no friends left. Yeah. I would go to talk to people about my biz op, and they would do the, get away. They don't want to hear it anymore. So it's a big difference to have people actually coming to you for a change and asking you about what you're doing, about your business. So, I think that's one of the best things about this deal is it's an attraction marketing, and
real attraction marketing for once, huh?
Yeah. And it's because of your social media presence. I mean, you have to position yourself in such a way. We go to all these communities that we set up, and I see a lot of people going there, and they just want to put the very basics. Put your name in there and a phone number and email, and then get out of there. Well, you need to put more about yourself. I mean, if you can't add photos, put more about your background. Let people know that you're a real person, which is very important out there, because people buy from you because they know, like, and trust you. Unfortunately, on the internet, the trust level is very low. And I don't care what you do, how mechanized and automated your systems are. My personal opinion is that you'll never build a lasting business unless you actually reach out and talk to people and build relationships with them. And that's what we're doing.
And you know what? The web, when the web came along, everybody, that were in brick and mortar MLM business or direct mail sales business, Amway, Mary Kay, and all that, they were so used to having these home parties and exhausting their warm market. And you know what? Think about it. That's branding. Branding hasn't changed. The only difference is we brought it to the internet the correct way and how to brand. So all these people that were involved in business like that have to learn branding all over again, because it's a different type of branding. Traditional marketing's going out, baby, and it's going out fast, isn't it, Rich?
Yeah, and the only reason that you're doing anything in the social media arena, like I said, is to find someone that you can build a relationship with.
That's right. That's what social media is all about. What did you like the best about the course? Of course, you were with me when I put it all together. But what would you say for some of the people out here that are watching this video? What are some of the best key features of the primary course and the coaching course that you're realizing?
I like the way that it's broken down step by step, which is very important because you can get lost in the information, and we hear about information overload all the time, and a confused mind does nothing. And if you can focus on one task at a time and get through that task, and have someone there that you can actually have someone that give you instant feedback and answer questions about something before you move on. Is very important. I like the fact that I learned how to make my own photos using PowerPoint. I actually prefer that to the using Photoscape now that I'm learning it through the system. And I didn't really understand Twitter until I got this program, and it's really amazing to me how many people don't take advantage of Twitter the way they should. And we can show them how to get results. Matter of fact, if you've taken the Jumpstart training, you've already seen how we get results with Twitter. But I will tell you this, as far as this course, I have a category of books that I read and different things that I put them in a category of, what do you mean you don't own that? Have you lost your freaking mind? That's what I put this course in that category. I mean, there's books that I put in that category, Think and Grow Rich, things that I have in my library. But, I mean, it's have you lost your mind? You don't have this? I mean, put it in your personal library, folks, because it's going to pay you forever.
Yeah, definitely. The one most important asset you have in your life is yourself. Take a look at the leaders. Yeah, I know everybody looking at this Hangout always wonders at night, the ones that are failing, what are them leaders doing that I'm not? I can't see how they're putting their pants on, but I still know they're putting their pants on the same way I am. Come on, there's something going on here. Are they special? Do they have a high IQ? I always wondered that stuff, And here I'm finding out that they're no different than me. The thing that is different here, the key component, is they have made it over that hump of intense education and wore their hands out on their keyboard and long hours, and they have made it past that hump that the 98% failures are not willing to cross. They give up before they get there. That's it. And they know how to tell a good system and a good coach when they see it. And they found one, they stuck with it, they focused on it, and they took it to the max, and now they're top 2% income earners.
Yeah, it's called network for a reason. It's not net sit or net rest. It's called network. And my dad told me a long time ago, he says, son, you need to work at least half a day every day. He said, I don't care if it's the first half or the second half. If y'all understand that, that means 12 hours. There's 24 hours in a day, so half a day is 12 hours. And think about investing in yourself. More importantly, I believe, is you got to invest in other people.
Okay, hey, thanks, Rich. And we have tons of coaches coming on each and every day here, working their way to being a coach. It takes a little while to become a coach, but we got a gazillion people coming in and Jumpstart training weekly and monthly. And we're growing by leaps and bounds. I remember a time when we had nothing. I started out with 4 or 5 coaches, and they weren't serious. They wandered off. And, Rich can look back at the guy that got him in that used to be my coach. He wandered off. I'm sure Rich looks back and said, wow, did I make the move, And you look back, and the guy was coaching him's doing the same thing he was doing, spinning his tires. He's not doing nothing now. And that's the way it is. People that just jump biz off, looking for that magic bullet for the financial fix, it ends up being a bullet to their head. Okay, it's just, I say it the way it is. That's the way. These are proven statistics, not just for me. It's a proven fact. Anyway, you've heard it live from average, everyday, hardworking people just like yourself, not only from U.S., from across the continent. Okay, the proof's in the pudding. You can know us, like us, trust us. Come to love us, respect us, get results, try us, whatever you want to do. But the bottom line is you're not going to spend one freaking penny or dime of your money until we know you got results, okay? And that's what you want, and that's what the internet needs, and that's what we're giving. So one last message. For all of you that are out here on the web, organic traffic, whatever, if you came from Google, you've seen us on the first page of Google or YouTube or through a community, whatever, okay, other than coming in our group. If you are watching this Hangout, I'm going to leave the link below. It's up to you. Only, we can give you all the tools. We can guide you. We can entice you. We can build you up, get you excited. But you got to take that step. You can use the link below this video. Come join the group, and I guarantee you, as the founder of this system, within 5 minutes, a coach will get a hold of you and say, hey, don't let grass grow under your feet. Let's get on Skype. Let's get you rocking and rolling. I guarantee you that. Okay? Number two, any of you, which is probably what, Rich, 98% of the people watching this Hangout, are in Jumpstart Training 4, you should have gotten results by now. I know you've gotten results probably by your 3rd Jumpstart Training. Okay? This Hangout is a result of the 4th Jumpstart Training. And if you didn't get them by 3rd, your coach should have gotten a hold of you and went over your results. If he or she did not, if they did not, get back with them right now. Don't, this is the first day of the rest of your life. You're a newborn baby right now. Get with your coach. Tell them you just got done with the Jumpstart Training 4. You watched the Hangout. You're excited. You're ready to go over your results. And if you do not have results, your coach will help you get them. Okay? But I'm telling you right now, you're getting results. I guarantee it. 90% of the people come through this training. If you're watching this Hangout, you got results, whether you went over them or not. You need to review them. You need to get the course and take it to the next level and become one of our coaches. We are on the ground floor. We are 7 months old. We're going to be a multi-million-dollar business helping people all over the world a year from now. We got live events coming. We have our own technician. We're working on our own iframe package. We're working on toolbars, our own customized post, copywritten by me and Rich. I mean, we're going to give you everything. Okay, we're looking at our own posting program where you can have automated traffic coming in 24 hours a day. It's just the sky's the limit. We're even looking at a blogging program like Empower coming up. I mean, we're going to be huge now. All righty, from the gang, everybody unmute, say goodbye, and we're going to hang it up.
Adios.
Okay.
Adios, bye,
See you again.
Come and join us.